I lost him. What? Catch a fucking fish, bro. I'm gonna need a minute. Whoa. This is. Oh my god, it's the same monster. All right. We're back at my favorite pond. We have 3 rods today. We have a spinning rod with weightless yum dinger tied on, which we'll be throwing first, although it's at the bottom of the pile. We have a medium bait caster with a Booyah Pond Magic on it in June bug color. And we have one of my frog rods, my Better frog rod, with a white frog tied on. It's a little bit of a late start. Better late than never. I have a few colors of dinger. Oh, something just splashed right there. Okay. I might have thrown that a little too far, but rather throw far than short. There's a dog in this house that usually comes out to bark at me, so you should expect that any second. Okay, that's looking pretty froggy to me. That's looking quite frog-tastic. Went from 0 wind to wind pushing me. Fucking wind every time. Oh, look at where I put that frog, right up against the wood. Come on, baby. Come on. All right. Come on. Blast this fucking frog. Blast this frog. Let's go. No? Okay. All right. Let's. Oh. Fish just swirled out there. I can't get there from here, so I just want to bring this spinnerbait through the lay down a couple times. Can't get this spinnerbait through shit without getting fucking gummed up. I'll put that down. Right against the bank. Come on. All right. Now, the frog doesn't seem to be catching anyone's attention just yet. We'll try it in some different areas. These pads are borderline too thick for this worm, but just because I have it on pretty light line. Oh, there's a bite. There we go. Oh, I lost him. What? 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 It's not cool, man. I need to land a fish. I'm gonna keep moving. This doesn't seem to be working. The spot does not seem to be working for me. Is it the spot? Is it the lures? Is it the time of day? These are the mysteries we try to figure out. Okay, let's try the dinger. Let's try the dinger. And then after a few casts, if this doesn't work, I'll change the color on the dinger. Let's see if that's the problem. Ooh. It's fucking weird, man. All right. They don't seem to be in the pads today like they have been for the last 2 weeks. Let's try something completely different. Let's try something very different. I think if I throw this spinnerbait around this laydown, it may change my luck. We'll see. Whoa, 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 shit. Oh, well, changed my luck. I couldn't get him over the log. Interesting. I don't know if I got a hook in that fish. He might hit the frog. That was a big bite for sure. That was a big bite for sure. And the wind's gonna screw me out of taking another swing. I'm gonna set up for a good angle. See if that fish wants to hit the frog. I mean, he fucking blew up on the spinnerbait. I think the second it hit the water. Yeah, the wind is really blowing me. He was tighter to the log than that cast. All right. This is going to be, do we have the pinpoint accuracy? That'll get it done. Nope. Let's get that spinnerbait back over there. That's a snag. Shit, I'm gonna blow up the spot now. That's a bummer. Let's throw a worm in there before we go retrieve the snag. Oh, what's wrong with me? What's wrong? Catch a fucking fish, bro. That fish was in some shade. Next to wooden shade. I think maybe I need to target shade. I know where there's a very shady cove. It's like all shade. All right, let's go straight for the shady cove. This is where I caught that monster about a week ago, but the camera had died. So the GoPro died. I checked after I landed this fish. This is, by weight, this is probably a PB. I don't have a scale. 19 inches, but holy shit. There she goes. God damn. Here we go. There we go. Finally a fish. Ooh, 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 shit. This is, oh my God, it's the same monster. It's the same monster. It might be the same. Don't. You hurt me last week. Holy shit. I definitely found where this fish lives. If this is the same fish, we'll get her on the board and see if the measurement's the same. And we'll get pictures so we can compare. But if this is, first off, first fish of the day, first fish of the fucking day. Holy shit. That might be the same fucking fish. Wow. Wow. She did not fight the way I thought. Wow. I really wasn't even trying that hard. Yeah, that's the same fish. 100%. She wasn't fighting that hard, so I wasn't really paying attention. And then she surged under the canoe. She surged. This fish knows how to get away. This fish I lost this fish twice before I finally caught it last week. And because it's the same spot. And the first time I lost her, the first time I lost her, she didn't really show me who she was. And I just thought, oh, I just lost a dink. No big deal, right? Oh, she's behind me. The second time I lost her, at the last second, she surged and peeled a bunch of drag. And I went, holy shit, that's a fucking fish, right? So both times we're on finesse. Just a yum dinger. And so, wow. And so I decided last week to come out with the frog rod because it's heavy and to just muscle her out of her home. I really think that's the same fish. We're going to compare pictures later. But there's a pretty fair chance. God damn it. There's a pretty fair chance that's the same fish. And I know where she lives. And I can catch her over and over, it seems. I'm trembling. I mean, I'm a lot calmer than I was last week. I felt she didn't hit like a dink hits a spinnerbait. Like, I didn't realize she was on for a sec. That was, oh, I'm gonna need a minute. I'm gonna need a minute. She got under the canoe. She actually, there's a hook in my paddle. There's a hook in my paddle right here for pulling lures out of trees. It's come in handy a few times, but she actually managed to get the line wrapped up in that hook, and I thought she was going to leverage that to break me off. And granted, she didn't know she did that. Like, she's not that smart. But it got in there, and I was like, shit, like, is this hook going to screw me? All right, let's keep fishing. Booyah Pond Magic, by the way. A little $3 spinnerbait. Here's the commercial for the Booyah. June bug with a Chartreuse Gold Flake Z-Man trailers cut down to fit. Catches fucking slobs. Well, that makes up for the fish that blew up on me and missed with this spinnerbait, which was in the same spot I caught last week's other big fish. I love this pond. I love this pond. If I ever won the lottery, I would buy a house on this pond 100% so I could just drop the canoe in. Wow, that was fucking... You know, I was going to throw the frog in there first. But then I was like, oh, let's try the spinnerbait. I've had a lot of luck in this cove with the spinnerbait. Ah, it's a snag. That's funny. Yeah, I do really well in here with the spinnerbait. Snag. Ah, Christ. Well, if you're only going to catch one fish all day, it should definitely be a fish like that. I might just go home. I usually have more luck in this cove. I've been having less luck. Minus that monster, but I'm kind of starting to wonder if she's eaten all the dinks that used to live back here. If, like, she's the only fish back here now. Because I've caught her twice. It's got to be the same fish. Got to be. It's got to be the same fish. There's no way there's two monsters that big living back here. It just wouldn't make sense. And I didn't bring my scale again. By the way, I wouldn't catch these monster fish if I had the scale. It just wouldn't happen. So, for those who come in the comments and go, you should have a fucking scale. Yeah, I own one. I just like to carry as little as possible on the canoe. Oh, well, there's a dink. She didn't eat this one yet. She's thinking about it, though. Pretty good size. You might be hard for her to eat, but she still will. She gonna get you. She gonna get you. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, that's 2 on the spinnerbait. So that's probably the jam today. I may put the frog rod away. I may go work it through this scum real quick. That's money. In the shade. Come on. That fish might have fucked up my reel. It doesn't normally make this sound. It sounds like it needs bearings now. Is that possible? What the fuck, dude? Was I imagining something? I was imagining a fish. Got it. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go find a different spot because I'm getting agitated. Ooh. Right up against the wood. Come on. Come on. Really? Really, that's not a fish? Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, I might have. You gotta be fucking shitting me. You gotta be shitting me. Well, I've had a couple of really good days. So to have a slow day isn't that unheard of. I'm gonna give it a little bit longer and then I'm gonna go home. Because tomorrow I can get an earlier start. Which might be the key. fresh battery. Got 47 minutes of recording left. I think that about coincides with when I'll be sick of this if I don't start catching fish. I may go hit the areas I was catching fish yesterday. They seem to have moved to the other side of the pond yesterday. I didn't get over here, so I didn't make the connection that maybe they just weren't here anymore, but I mean, it's possible. I caught a slob yesterday, so that video should already be out. That should be the last video. So if you're watching this video and you want to see me catch another monster, watch the last video. I released them in order. I mean, that throw is in the shit, man. That's almost has to be a fish. If there are fish here. There does not seem to be. All right, I'm gonna paddle to where the fish were yesterday. All right, yesterday the fish were over here. Granted, that was real early in the morning. There's one. There's one. Oh. Yeah. He's still over here. No, no, no. Relax, 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 relax. All right. On the Pond Magic spinnerbait. Right in the top of the mouth. Okay. All right. One more time for the camera. See ya. All right. Well, I said they were over here yesterday. I'm not a fucking liar. I caught a monster right out of that tree right there. I don't know if it's showing up. Right out of that tree yesterday, I caught a fucking slob. All my fish are on the spinnerbait today. Might be the only good choice I made. I want to get my worm right up under this tree. I think I can do it. Oh my God, I did it. I did it. That's the move. That's the move. That's the move. That's the move. Oh. going to go up to a set of logs that basically always has fish on it. Oh, I saw a swirl. I'll work this area another minute. Oh, I'm stuck on pads. There we go. There's one. There's one. There's one. On the spinnerbait. June bug. Pond magic. Catches them all. Big, small, smart, stupid. Oh. Okay, hold on. This fish has been caught before. Hole in the side of her mouth. Ah, rah, rah, rah. Later, Dink. Oh, later, Dink.